Yes.
All right. Well, welcome to the trailing.
Where you two can be the last to know.
Last to know. And Mal and I were on a signal chat to, talk about our new podcast here. And a third person came. Well, it wasn't really a person. It turned out that Trump's Donald Trump's Neuralink had joined our call. And
I thought it was Pete Hegseth.
we both thought it was Peter because there was talk about bombing and all this. And we got access and we have some amazing footage uh, from the parade and actually, we got some insights that we'll share with you that show a link between the parade and the bombing of Iran, which is like
We might even call it a Neuralink.
a Neuralink. So, uh, without further ado, we're going to do our best to share the screen here. Actually, we've got some clips from before the parade.
I just think it's
I,
amazing. We're going to have a fantastic June 14th parade flag day. It's going to be an amazing day. We have tanks, we have planes.
it's an amazing day of planes.
I think it's going to be great.
Yeah, so he's clearly disappointed here. Uh, this is a Neuralink clip straight from the brain of Donald Trump, as to sort of what he had in mind, I think,
Yeah.
from the parade, and this is what he got, and there's a pretty strong disappointment read, but also a bit of a fantasy read going on.
I see it. I see it.
Yeah, you know, look at this. This is the level of, well, this is what he got. Had the guys dress him up in this Neuralink, and he's having a good time.
Oh yeah. Love those medals.
This trick I always impresses me. Uh, later, like,
He's-
yeah. So even though he's not loving it, this is the parade in his head, in his Neuralink. So he was having
uh,
a time, I guess. It just didn't look that way in public. Um,
he's understated, Bob.
well, his tank display was not what he was hoping for.
Yeah.
Enthusiasm, but again, um, he had something else in mind, something maybe a little more cutting edge,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
like some cutting edge drones. I think I mean,
Those look,
like high tech stuff is, I think, what he had in mind. So, and there was some high tech stuff
yeah, yeah,
at the
yeah. That looks like a resting drone.
crowd, uh,
They were clearly loving it.
going crazy here. I think they liked the dogs a lot. Um, so I think, you know, this is the kind of big dick energy I think our guy was going for.
The large missile.
Yeah, the big missile,
Yeah.
this is the kind of, even a nice little hat, maybe a tank. Uh,
There may have been a problem with the weight limit on that tank, Bob.
yeah, I don't think it's the tank he had in
Oh, oh,
that's
that's clearly a case of
affiliated.
projectile dysfunction.
Well, I think, okay, so this is the connection, I think, between sort of here. This is
Mm-hmm.
this is, I think, how the parade felt. And this is a guy who's concerned about his hand size.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, this is a guy if you name something the massive penetrator and you give him the authority to use it, you know?
Yeah, then this is what you get.
Right. And I think, in fact, this, uh, he knew this was, this was getting bigger and bigger and penetrating deeper and deeper. And like you had stealth, you could sneak up on people with a massive penetrator. Like
It-
he had to,
yes,
he had to do this. And again, I think this from the Neuralink? Let's see.
yeah, I think you're right.
Think that's the Neuralink. And
Yeah, looks like he may be a member of Space Force.
is that the Space Force patch on there?
Could be.
I don't,
Yeah,
he's got his hand on the stick and he's ready to,
he's ready to go.
I guess he's obviously ready to unleash the maximum, the massive,
Ordnance
the massive,
penetrator.
massive penetrator. I'm gonna stop sharing here because I think we've had enough of, but this is astounding stuff we got, I think.
And Bob, if we continue on Signal,
Well, we'll be,
there's
yeah. I mean, we're still getting a feed. He's still in our signal chat, so we may have more in the future. But we felt
compelled.
we should have, that's, yeah, compelled to eventually share it, you know, so that we could keep our viewers on the trailing edge, you know?
Yes, where you too can be the last to know.
I'm like, why not? So stick with us. I'm Bob,
I'm Mal.
and
We are the trailing edge.